Welcome to the Madison Miller Podcast Special Edition Series, where I break down every men's college basketball tournament. We'll play out as I go round by round and pick winners based on my projections. Next up is the Big 12. And before I do my predictions for this tournament, I am going to look back at my preseason predictions for this tournament and compare them to how the standings actually played out. First, I had Kansas. They came in first. Second, I had Baylor. They came in second. Third, I had Texas Tech. They came in fifth. Fourth, I had Iowa State. They came in ninth. Fifth, Kansas State. They came in the cellar. Sixth, Texas. I had them, and then they came in fourth. Seventh, I had West Virginia. They came in third. Eighth, I had TCU. They came in seventh. Ninth, I had Oklahoma State. They came in eighth. And 10th, I had Oklahoma. They came in sixth. So, a mixed bag there full of predictions. So, now without further ado, here are my predictions for the 2020 Big 12 tournament, which will be held at the Sprint Center in Kansas City, Missouri. First round tonight, 7 o'clock ESPNU. 9-seeded Iowa State versus 8-seeded Oklahoma State. Iowa State 12-19 on the year, 5-13 in conference play. Oklahoma State 17-14 on the year, 7-11 in conference play. The pick, Oklahoma State. 10-seeded Kansas State versus 7-seeded TCU, 9 o'clock at ESPNU. Kansas State 10-21 on the year, 3-15 in conference play. TCU 16-15 on the year, 7-11 in conference play. The pick, TCU, and I have them projected as a 7-point favorite. In Oklahoma State, by the way, I have this as a 5-point favorite. Quarterfinals. Tomorrow, March 12th, 12:30 ESPN2, 5-seeded Texas Tech versus 4-seeded Texas. Texas Tech 18-13 on the year, 9-9 in conference play. Texas 19-12 on the year, 9-9 in conference play. The winner of this game, I strongly feel, will make it to the big dance, and the loser will be in the NIT. I think it will be the Red Raiders due to the fact that I trust Chris Beard more than I trust Shaka Smart, who I think could be out of a job regardless of whether the Longhorns make the dance or not. So the pick is Texas Tech. I actually have Texas favored by a half point, but I really do think that Tech will win this game because they're just better than Texas, and they know how to play in big games, and the Longhorns don't. Tomorrow, March 12th, 2:30 ESPN2, 8-seeded Oklahoma State versus 1-seeded Kansas. Kansas 28-3 on the year, 17-1 conference play. The pick is Kansas. 7-seeded TCU versus 2-seeded Baylor, 7 o'clock ESPN2 tomorrow night. Baylor 26-4 on the year, 15-3 in conference play. The pick is Baylor, and I have them as a 13-point favorite. And Kansas over over Oklahoma State, I have as a 15.5-point favorite. 6-seeded Oklahoma versus 3-seeded West Virginia. Tomorrow night, 9 o'clock ESPN2. Oklahoma, 19-12 on the year, 9-9 in conference play. West Virginia, 21-10 on the year, 9-9 in conference play. This is a sneaky good game for the quarters. I'm going to roll the Mountaineers here, led by freshman Oscar Tishby. So the pick here is West Virginia, and I have them projected as a 1-point favorite. Semifinals, Friday, March 13th, 7 o'clock ESPN2, 5-seeded Texas Tech versus 1-seeded Kansas. The third time around with this matchup will result in the same result as the first two did, as the Red Raiders will likely settle for an at-large bid. So the pick is Kansas, and I have them projected as a 13-point favorite. 3-seeded West Virginia versus 2-seeded Baylor, 9 o'clock ESPN2 on Friday, March 13th in the semifinals. The Mountaineers just knocked off the Bears over the weekend, but I think the Bears are the better team and want to secure a 1 seed. So the pick is Baylor, and I have them projected as a 9-point favorite in that matchup. And the championship, Saturday, March 14th, 6 o'clock on ESPN, 2-seeded Baylor versus 1-seeded Kansas. This is a fantastic game, as these two teams will have a rubber match. I think the better team is the Jayhawks, led by Udoka Azubuike and Devin Dotson, as they'll have the number 1 overall seed locked up. So the pick is Kansas, and I have them projected as a 3-point favorite. Next up, the SEC.